Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to Leverguns 50. Look what we're doing today. Another video on the 5110. Let's see if you can see that. Got that gel-filled butt pad on there. That thing seems to work really good. But here's the true beauty of the gun. Now, it doesn't need a rubber butt pad unless you're shooting from a bench. And then I just do it because I shoot some really magnum loads in it, which these are going to be right here. Some pretty magnum loads, because let me show you what we're doing. We are going to be shooting these sort of Smurf bullets. This is a 550 grain bullet. We're going to be shooting another bullet that's a Lee. These are cast bullets. These are soft lead though. And so the other one's a 525 grain bullet, and this 550 grain bullet, and we're going to shoot them in the wet cloth and see what kind of expansion we get, and also see what kind of see how far they'll go through the stuff. We'll also shoot probably some milk jugs with that 500 grainer just for grins and giggles. So look at that bad boy. Look at that. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're going to shoot that 500 grain soft lead bullet into the 4 water bottles and then that cloth. See how far it'll go. So we're going to get back a little ways. Hopefully we won't get too awful wet. We're going to try it out, see what we can do. Looks like all that pressure is breaking our board up. Of course, our board ain't real strong. But, not sure if we even hit this. Nope, the bullet's inside of this jug here. How did it get in there? Come through the bottom of it? I feel something in there though. There it is. Now that is a big mushroom. The thing's going to be well over an inch. Well, there's one jug. There's 2 jugs. It looks like it really sprayed hard over there on the deer. There's a piece of a jug. I may have hit kind of close to the bottom. That's probably the bottom of that jug. We're missing one somewhere. I gotta find it so I can clean it up. 1, 2, 3. I'll find it. So anyhow, we took that 500 grain bullet and turned it into this little thin, very expanded bullet. You can actually still see some paint on it. We're going to shoot across the wet cloth, chronograph it into the wet cloth to see how far she goes. Looked like it was going 2,187 feet a second. Now if we look, that cloth is pushed way up in there. Let's see what it looks like. That's huge. Let's get us a section where we can, just seem like you just can't get two apart that you can get 3 fingers in there. It's really put a lot of pressure on that cloth. It's still going. There she is. Big old huge 500 grain, nearly pure lead projectile. Look at that thing. It turned just about wrong side out. We'll get some weight on these things and see how much they weigh, and also see how big they are. All right, here is that 450 grain bullet. Going to shoot it across the chronograph. Should be going a few feet a second slower than the other one, or actually quite a few feet a second slower, because this right here is a lower velocity load. I don't have it loaded up near as hot. So here it goes across the chronograph into those wet pants. It is a heavier bullet, so it does have quite a bit of power. Primer is still fairly rounded. Let's check it out. All right, as you can see, it's going quite a bit slower than the other one. Just a little over 2,000 FPS. Let's see what it did. Okay, let's set this up and see if we can see how far. Okay, oh yeah, you can start from the beginning. Oh yeah, that's a good size hole coming through there. Look at that. It's nice and hot. Just ripping on through there. And we don't know how far it'll go, but we'll find out. Go a little bit slower, it might go all the way through. I tried to keep the alloy about the same hardness, so hopefully it'll expand. It's looking like it's still going. I feel it pulling on something here. So anyhow, it went all the way almost to this black shirt. So it's in here somewhere. There it is right there. It feels a lot heavier. Yep. It's got a lot more to it as far as heft. The actual size is still 1 inch that direction, and let's see, 89 caliber that direction. So let's weigh them and see what they weigh. So this right here is not quite 550 grains. It's 549.6. I mean, that's pretty close. This right here is 525 grains, which is the one I've been calling 500. So let's try the one that went through the cloth. And we'll throw this little piece on there with it, since it was found right there with it. So it is 455.2 grains. And the one that went through the water is 372 grains. So what do you think this in here is going to be? $505. I mean, so it held on to quite a bit of its mass going through there. It made a big hole. I mean, you could literally stick your 3 fingers right in that hole. So 505.6. I actually designed this one here to fit in that 5110, the easiest. And I originally designed it for tumble but this painted works a lot better. Seems to be a pretty accurate bullet. And so it looks like it retained its weight a little bit better. Of course, it was a little bit slower, but there you have it. Okay, this bullet expanded out to like an inch, so you could say it was 137 caliber that direction, and 80, look like 91 caliber that direction. Here's the one that went through water. Let's see what it did. So it's looking like like 116 calibers a maximum by over an inch any direction you measure, it looks like, pretty much. And here's the bullet before it's fired. 525 grain bullet. And then we're fixing to shoot this as the 550 grain bullet. And that's what it kind of looks like loaded. Now, in conclusion, you saw those bullets was very powerful, and they did a number on it. They expanded out really well. I mean, look at the size of these things. I mean, these are almost as big as $50. I mean, so anyhow, they did really good. My thoughts on them, I think I'll try slowing them down even some more to where they're actually real pleasant to shoot, and see if we can get, like, I'd like it to be expanded, but maybe not this dramatic, you know. It's a little drastic. Maybe more like this one here. So we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna slow her on down some more. Say maybe get it down to about, I like to try some black powder loads and stuff, and just, you know, see what we can do. Maybe even, I think these are soft lead, but I think I can go with just pure lead, maybe try black powder loads and see what they'll do. So anyhow, I appreciate you watching these videos. And some people don't know because they haven't been in the channel as long as some of the rest of you, but this is a modern, made in Japan, 1886 Winchester with a chrome alloyed steel barrel. It's all modern. There's no antique about it. And that's why we can shoot such hot loads. These actions, the action on the 1886 could always hold the pressure. It was the barrels that couldn't withstand the modern pressure. But this action's, you know, made out of better metal than even the original. And so this barrel combination, you know, in the 4570, it's rated for 50,000 psi continuous loadings. So it makes a really good gun to make into the 5110. It makes a powerful gun, and in my opinion, it's the most powerful lever action rifle out there. And if you guys are interested in doing this, you can look at Turnbull. They make them. Also, Winchester barrels can rebarrel your action to this, put a barrel on it. But anyhow, I'm not going to leave links to any of those places. You can look them up yourself because that's against the rules. So anyhow, thank you for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless each and every one of you.